What if I told you the way you choose to work could make or break your dream of financial freedom? Remote workers and freelancers are transforming the way the world works. But there's a catch. One path gives you stability, while the other gives you freedom. But both can be traps if you're not careful. But hey, no pressure. It's only your entire future we're talking about here. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which path suits you best and why. And trust me, this is one decision you can't afford to get wrong. Remote workers are employees working outside the traditional office. You're still part of a company, but with the flexibility to work from anywhere. For example, companies like Zoom, Amazon, and Salesforce offer remote work opportunities, allowing employees to collaborate using tools like Slack and Microsoft Teams. Think of it as a safety net with a long leash. By 2025, an estimated 36.2 million Americans will be working remotely, which constitutes about 22% of the workforce in the United States. This marks an 87% increase from pre-pandemic levels, signaling a massive shift toward remote work arrangements. Freelancers are independent contractors. You're your boss, choosing your clients, projects, and hours. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and TopTal empower freelancers to showcase their skills and find clients globally. It's the dream, right? Or is it a nightmare? The global freelance platforms market was valued at approximately $4.39 billion in 2022, with projections to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 16.5%, reaching around $14.39 billion by 2030. Freelancers accounted for over 53% of revenue in this market, highlighting their significant role. Let's dig deeper. Remote workers often have set schedules dictated by their employers. Freelancers, you're in charge, for better or worse. For instance, remote employees may follow 9 to 5 hours, while freelancers using platforms like Freelancer.com decide if they work late nights or early mornings. But let's be real. Are you working at 3 p.m. on a beach? Or stressing about deadlines in your PJs? Remote workers have predictable paychecks. Freelancers face a roller coaster, feast or famine. Take LinkedIn as an example. Remote roles often include monthly salaries. Freelancers, on the other hand, might land a lucrative gig one month on Fiverr and struggle the next. Can you handle the pressure of not knowing if you'll make rent next month? Remote work gives you freedom within limits. Freelancing, pure freedom, but also pure responsibility. For example, while a remote developer at GitHub enjoys flexible hours, a freelance designer on Dribbble juggles client demands and self-imposed deadlines. Are you ready to be your boss, or will you miss the guardrails? Remote jobs often come with training and growth opportunities. Freelancers must invest in their skills. Platforms like Coursera and Udemy are popular for freelancers, while companies like Google may sponsor employee development programs. Can you afford to gamble on yourself? Remote workers enjoy company benefits like healthcare and retirement plans. Freelancers, you're on your own. For instance, freelancers on Upwork must manage their taxes, while a remote employee at Microsoft might enjoy a 401k match. But wait, there's a hidden upside for freelancers. Remote workers might still clock in 9 to 5. Freelancers, work-life balance is what you make of it. Consider a remote customer service rep at Amazon versus a freelance copywriter on Fiverr who decides their hours. So, are you disciplined enough to stop working at midnight? Remote work provides steady growth. Freelancing, unlimited earning potential. For example, a remote employee at Salesforce can expect annual increments, while a freelancer on TopTal can land 6-figure contracts if they're skilled enough. How big are your dreams? Remote work is safer but slower. Freelancing is risky but rewarding. For instance, remote workers with stable jobs at Shopify enjoy consistent income, while freelancers pitching on platforms like 99 Designs might face rejections before striking gold. Which path gets you closer to financial freedom faster? Are you self-motivated and resourceful? Or do you thrive with guidance and support? Platforms like We Work Remotely suit those who need structure, while Fiverr works for go-getters ready to hustle. Your answer might surprise you. Why not start remote and freelance on the side? Test the waters before diving in. Many professionals use platforms like Upwork while maintaining their remote roles with companies like Dell. But beware. Balancing both isn't as easy as it sounds. Freelancers deal directly with clients, negotiating terms and managing relationships. Remote workers have managers for that. Freelancers on TopTal, for example, must maintain client satisfaction, while remote workers rely on supervisors for client communication. Do you want to manage projects or just your manager? Freelancers can work from anywhere without asking for permission. Remote workers might face restrictions based on employer policies. Imagine a freelancer on Nomad List, hopping countries, while a remote employee at HubSpot follows regional guidelines. Imagine moving to Bali or Paris without asking HR. Freelancers rely heavily on networking to get gigs. Remote workers often benefit from company-led networking events. Consider LinkedIn. Freelancers use it to pitch services, while remote employees connect for internal career growth. Are you ready to build your community from scratch? Remote work offers more security as long as the company is stable. Freelancers must constantly find new clients to maintain income. For instance, remote workers at Google enjoy stability, while freelancers on Upwork hustle for each project. Can you handle a life without guarantees? Freelancers build their portfolios, showcasing versatility and creativity. Remote workers may only have experience tied to their employer. Consider Behance for freelancers versus remote employees listing achievements under one company on LinkedIn. Do you want a portfolio that's truly yours? Freelancing can scale into a full-fledged business. Remote work rarely leads to entrepreneurship. Many freelancers transition to agencies using platforms like Fiverr Business, while remote workers focus on climbing internal corporate ladders. Are you dreaming of building your empire? Freelancers must invest in their tools. Remote workers often get these provided by their employer. A freelance video editor on Adobe Premiere Pro covers their costs, while a remote worker at Netflix gets company-sponsored resources. Laptops don't grow on trees. Or do they? Freelancers face a steep learning curve, from business skills to time management. Remote workers have structured environments. Consider freelancers on Skillshare learning multitasking versus remote workers trained via internal workshops. Are you ready to grow fast? Freelancers rely heavily on personal branding. Remote workers lean on their company's reputation. For instance, freelancers on LinkedIn market themselves as experts, while remote employees list their company as a badge of trust. How much are you willing to invest in your name? Freelancers set their daily routine. Remote workers follow a company's schedule. Consider a remote employee at Facebook with structured hours versus a freelance developer creating their own timeline on GitHub. Morning person or midnight owl? What's your vibe? Freelancers often work alone. Remote workers still have virtual colleagues. A freelancer on Writer Access may feel isolated, while remote employees at Zoom have team calls to stay connected. Do you thrive in solitude or need a team? Certain industries favor freelancers, like design and writing. Others lean towards remote workers, like IT and customer service. Platforms like Canva are freelancer-friendly, while roles at Zendesk cater to remote employees. Where does your passion align? Freelancers can build a legacy through unique projects. Remote workers contribute to a company's mission. For instance, a freelance artist on ArtStation leaves a personal mark, while a remote employee at Tesla contributes to innovation. What kind of impact do you want to leave? The choice between remote work and freelancing isn't just about money. It's about who you want to be and the life you want to live. Take the time to reflect on your goals, your personality, and your risk tolerance. But remember, the biggest risk is not taking one at all. If you're serious about building wealth, you need to understand how small, consistent actions create massive results.